Hi, my name is Suraj.
Hi, I'm Nikita.
Hi, I'm Sarthak. With the rise of data traffic and high sensitivity to privacy rights, it is becoming increasingly important to have secure passwords. To avoid any kinds of cyber threats, it would be best to have proactive password checking techniques. Cyber threats are becoming an alarming problem, especially in case of minors who do not understand the importance of passwords and become victims of security issues. Therefore, it is important to ensure programmed features at the time of setting of passwords so that they are set with complete security features. Our application enables us to create strong password with checks at each stage of selecting the password itself.
Challenges of guiding minors to create effective passwords. Age is one of the main challenges when it comes to guiding the minors to create passwords. Since they are less than 18, they haven't understood what cyber threats are and how secure passwords can protect their data and privacy from such attacks. There is a lack of knowledge and awareness in terms of security standards and the kinds of passwords that need to be selected in order to be difficult for the hackers to crack, not to mention the human memory constraint. Hence, minors are vulnerable to cyber threats such as cyberbullying, cyber predators, identity theft, and phishing. Let's Make a Password. The Let's Make a Password is an application that will guide minors to create secure passwords. With a simple user interface, the minors can create strong and secure passwords in just few minutes. Minors can use the password tips provided in the application that will help them in creating a strong password. The user interface. The Let's Make Password application is designed and developed using web development languages like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The application is designed for both the browsers and mobile phones.
The application is designed based on few rules from Schneiderman's 8 golden rules of interface design. We decided to use dialogues to provide informative and useful password tips to the user and provide simple error handling. Our goal was to keep the user interface simple and consistent as our target audience were minors. The home screen contains a bootstrap form to fetch the user's name, date of birth, and a password. It also displays a password guidelines box. We used a bootstrap model to create a dialog box for password tips and strength dialog. Types of password. There are different types of password that users tend to create. Users generally use the name, reverse the name, append the name along with the reversed name, capitalize the first letter of the name, convert all the letters of the name to uppercase or lowercase, and introduce space between the characters and use these as passwords. Some of the common passwords which are truly terrible are given below.
Let's consider a test case to understand the functionality of the application. In this test case, the user enters his or her name as the password in the Enter a Password text field, and the password guidelines show that the password contains only lowercase characters. The password checker gives a prompt that the user cannot enter his or her name as a password and that it's a weak password choice. Let's consider another test case where the user has entered his date of birth as the password. So the password guideline states that the user has used only numbers and has not used special characters, the lower or uppercase characters, and the length is less than 8 characters. The password checker gives a prompt that you can't use your date of birth as a password, and hence you've chosen a weak password. In this test case, the user is trying to use a combination of the name and date of birth as the password. So the password guideline states that it has a combination of numbers, lowercase, and the length is greater than 8 characters, but it doesn't contain any special and uppercase characters. So the password checker gives a prompt that you can't use your name and date of birth as a password, hence you've chosen a weak password. Most of us use passwords that are easily hackable by dictionary attacks. So test case 4 discusses about such kind of a common password. So the user enters ABCDEFGH123 as a password in the password text field. And the password guideline states that the password contains numbers, lowercase characters, and the length is greater than 8, but it does not contain any special and uppercase characters. So the password checker gives a prompt that you've entered a password that is very common and you might want to select a more uncommon password, and hence it is considered to be a weak password. Strong passwords are those that meet the password guidelines, that consist of numbers, special characters, lowercase and uppercase characters, and that the length is greater than 8. So when you enter the password I'm strong $007, it's considered to be a strong password, and that the password checker gives a prompt saying that congratulations, you've chosen a very strong password. We have done user input validation to check if the user has entered null values in the name and password fields.
Using the mentioned password tips and some sample strong passwords in the Let's Make a Password application, the miners can create a secure and strong password that will be difficult for the hackers or other malicious attackers to crack. The application can be used by other various applications which has a large user audience as miners.
Thank you for watching this video.